Ho, ho, ho! Well, today I'm going to be making a mesh wreath. And for this project, you would need a work wreath like this that has the work ties. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, but they're just short green, dark green work ties. So I like to order mine from craftoutlet.com. So I have a 21-inch work wreath here. I have a 10-yard roll of 21-inch wide mesh, and I am going to embellish it using this beautiful star in the center. Isn't that gorgeous? You also are going to need some various picks, which I have a few here. Not sure I'll use them all, but probably I will for this size wreath. And you're going to need some ribbon. I have 4 different ribbons. I may just use 3, but I'm going to see how I like it, and we'll see how it looks as we go. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do, I like to work on a flat surface when I'm putting the mesh on rather than having it upright. But the first thing you're going to want to do is stand up all your work ties. Stand them straight up in the center and straight out on the outside ring. That way it makes it a little easier to see when you're ready to start tying. Okay, now with your 21-inch mesh, I'm just going to let it drop to the ground. And to begin with, I'm just going to gather it up and open a tie, making sure I've got it all the way down to the wire and just twisting it like a bread tie. Now, you're going to gather it up in your hands about between 8 and 10 inches. Go to the next tie and give it a good twist. You can shape the mesh as you go if you want. I don't measure, just try to keep it about even each time. Go to the next bread tie. Make sure you got it all the way down on that wire frame, and then twist it. And you're going to continue on. I'm going to do this all the way around the inner circle, and then I'll stop and show you how to go to the outer ring. Okay, I'm back around where I started, and I looped that into that original bread tie where I had the cut piece, which is right here. Now I'm going to take it and pull it tightly to the lower ring, first available tie there, and twist it. And I'm going to continue going around the outer ring now using the same size loops. You can go bigger on the outside if you want a bigger wreath, but with this one I'm going to try to keep it about the same size. And go all the way around. When you get to the end, you just want to cut off your mesh and then tuck it in to the next nearest loop to hide it. And now you're ready to move on. just so you know, on this size wreath, out of the 10 yards, I probably have about 2.5, maybe 3 yards left. You'll use about 9 yards on a 24-inch wreath, and you'll use the whole 10 yards on a 30-inch wreath. So now I am going to attach my beautiful star in the center, kind of looking where I want to put it. And it has a little hanger on the back of it, but I have added a pipe cleaner. I tied it all the way to the back of the frame, so I've got it there. Next up are the stems. Cut apart my stems, and I'm just going to go in where I think it needs a little pop of something. Use the twist tie on the work wreath to add in the stem. Now for the fun part, adding in the ribbon. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I'm going to add the ribbon into this wreath. I'm going to use this first one that I think is really pretty with pine cones and sparkles. And of course I'm going to start by cutting the cute little V. And then I'm going to come down about 5 inches and pinch it and pick a work tie. I'm going to pick this one right here by the star and twist that in. Now I'm going to pull it and make a loop, and the nice thing about wired ribbon is it kind of tells you which way it wants to go. So you can look and see what you like and then pick another work tie. You can do an outside work tie or an inside one. Twist that. You don't want to pull it too tight because then it just looks like kind of stripes. It's not attractive. So pull it up, pinch, see where you want it to go. Now I could, at this point, I could keep looping it, but I like to work in small segments. So I'm going to cut my V again. And start again. That takes about a yard, and I will probably do about 3 of these before I start my next ribbon. For my second ribbon, I've chosen this more narrow plaid, and it's going to probably be used the most because I'm going to make some bows. So again, I'll take it in my hand, pinch it. I have about a 5-inch tail. Twist the ribbon, twist the ribbon again. That keeps the good side on the top, and it also helps it to stand up. So now you have a bow. So decide where you think it would look good. So I'm going to put it up here. And then I'm going to loop it again. Let's see where we might go with it. Maybe out here. I actually like it intertwining with this one, so. Sometimes you just have to step back and look and see where you like it. And again, I'm going to cut the tail. Now I'm going to go throughout and probably add 3 to 5 bows. With the bows, I ended up doing 3, the bows and 2 loops. So that used about 3 to 4 yards of the ribbon. And now we'll do the last one. I've chosen this cream with a little bit of a gold silver gold stripe in it to kind of pull back out the cream colors. And this time I'm just going to add pieces. So as you can see on this last ribbon, all I did was make my V-cut, pinch like I showed you, find a place to put it, and then cut the tail. Just little pieces around. Now for the final piece de resistance, if you want to really make it pop, I always love firefly lights. So these little firefly lights that I have are battery powered, and they come with a remote, which I love. So you can simply turn them on, turn them off. There's a timer with this, so it'll stay on for 6 hours. It has all these different modes if you like blinking and flashing and all that. Flashing kind of does weird things to my eyes, so I just keep it as a steady. But it comes on this nice little copper wire, and this is a 60 strand. 100 might be nice if you have a bigger wreath, but it's very easy to just wind this stuff in and out. It'll just grab almost to anything. You can just drape it through, and that way you can hang it on a door, on a wall. This wreath is going to be going in my guest bedroom on the wall. You can just kind of push them down in there. You can light it from the back side if you like. Just wind it around something.